I remember the day I got diagnosed. Changed my life. I remember old doctor told me one time, he said, you know, you're a member of the club now. And I said, what club is that? He said, you're not going to die from it. It don't really matter. There's a whole lot of truth in that. When I finished my treatments in March 2006, the ladies at the Highlands were sitting around talking about having a golf tournament to benefit breast cancer. And I told them that if they would let me have half the proceeds for head and neck cancer, that I would donate the golf course and we would donate all the money to Massey Cancer Center for head and neck and breast cancer. And we started that tournament in September of 2006, and through September of 2012, we raised $1.5 million for the Massey Cancer Center. And I think what's interesting about this charity is it's not just the amount of money that it raised, but we have over 150 volunteers that work on this event every year. And the people in the Highlands and Chesterfield in that area, they have really embraced Massey, and Massey has embraced them. There have been a number of people in that community that have had cancer, and Massey has bent over backwards to do everything they could for every person that has come from their group. And I know they do that for everybody, but in their case, it just seems like there's a special relationship.
When I first came to Virginia Commonwealth University, one of the first people I met was George Emerson. And I really had enjoyed the opportunity to cross paths with an individual who is so dynamic and has so much energy. And I quickly learned about his story, his personal endeavor to come out from under this horrible disease that affected him as well. And he became passionate. He became passionate to the extent that he would do just about anything to help save more lives.
I appreciate y'all being here today. Thank you so much. You having fun?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see one of y'all win that car. You know, the boy won that car 2 years ago.
2 years ago, that's right.
And he called his wife to tell her he won the car. She wanted to know whether it had cloth or leather interior. I thought it don't get no better than that.
My kind of girl.
Yeah. This is my wife up here playing. When I was sick, my wife took care of me every day. I'll always be indebted to her. That's my wife. Got a gorgeous wife. She made it. She made it!
What can I say about George that hasn't already been said? George is indefatigable. He has an energy about him that can only come from passion. Anybody who knows George knows that you can't say no to George. If there's a theme anywhere, you can't say no to George, and thank gosh for that. George has upped the ante so that the kind of support and appeal for Massey Cancer Center has become synonymous with the energy that George brings to every ask.
Man, that was great. I got a picture of it. Get him. He said that he wanted to take a picture of some people on the golf course. I said, I know a couple who got the best looking outfits I've ever seen.
When you talk about me and John. Thank you, George.
Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it.
All right, George.
It means a lot. Thanks.
Thank you.
Y'all have fun.
George Emerson is a piece of work. By now you know he is a very generous philanthropist for Massey, individually giving very significant contributions. You probably also know that his work with the Commonwealth of Virginia through the General Assembly and through the executive branch has enabled Massey Cancer Center to receive significant public sector funding. But what I want to speak to is how he makes all the rest of us better. He makes everyone that's part of Massey think bigger and be more optimistic for the future. In that sense, he is the tide that raises all of the boats at Massey Cancer Center.
That's my little 4-year-old. That's all I'm having, a hamburger. Look, that's the two walking over to the pool. My daughter lives next door. They got the swimmies on, getting ready to go swimming. That's my daddy holding the two babies. That's the best prize I got. That's my birthday present. Don't get any better than that right there. So, you know, when you think about it, I got to see all those. All of them. You know, and when people tell you you're afraid of dying, you know, I was afraid of dying. I was afraid of missing all that. You know, I never volunteered for anything. I've never volunteered. I mean, I've just spent my life working. And I really enjoy volunteering for Massey. You know, it's something that I get a lot of pleasure out of, and I feel like it makes a difference. I think it's what everybody wants, you know. Found something that I can do to help them that I'm pretty good at. I really do appreciate all these people being here. You know, they don't show up, don't have an event. You know, those people have all got the right heart. They're all in this for one reason, to help save some lives. That's all. These people that you see here today and the people on this advisory board, they're all volunteers. They volunteer their time, they volunteer their efforts, and they're all looking for exactly the same thing, raise money to help fight that disease. Because when it's all said and done, it's very simple. It's all about saving lives, that's all. You know, you look at all this complicated stuff, but when you boil it right down to it, that's all it is. It's about saving lives.